Hi, I'm Santo, and I recently turned 25. Yep, I have been alive on this earth for 9,131 days. And considering the global average human life expectancy is 73.5, I may have potentially already lived through more than a third of my life. And yeah, I've reached that stage where it feels like I'm running out of time. But not in like a I feel an impending doom of death coming for me kind of way. More like I'm more conscious and careful about how I spend my time. And I want to tell you why you should too. Okay, so you probably clicked on this video because you know the truth. You're not living life the way that you know you could. You know that you're capable of doing better and you know you should be doing better. But the thing is, right now you're distracted. You probably spend hours and hours and hours scrolling on your phone and it feels like time just flies by you. And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad about yourself or anything like that. I'm literally saying this to you because I've been that person. I've been on that same exact boat. Like I know that feeling where the days just sort of roll over into one endless loop and you can't really keep track of time because it's all sort of jumbled up into one big mess. And I was living like that in the earlier parts of my 20s, and even back then I felt like something needed to change. Like I knew this wasn't the way that I was supposed to be living. I knew that I had to sort of do something to change the way that I was living. And that's the thing, even though I knew that something had to change, I didn't necessarily do anything about it, and I literally just let it carry on. And I guess a big part of that was because I probably just felt lost. I didn't know what direction to take. And overall, I literally had no sense of direction. And you know what? The worst part was actually knowing that I need to make a change, but not actually being able to change anything. And it was like this endless loop of knowing that I need to make a change, but not actually doing anything about it. And that's the thing, not doing anything about it would then make me feel worse. And the worse I felt, the harder it made it for me to actually make a change. So yeah, I was literally wasting my time, then feeling bad about wasting my time, which then made it even harder for me to stop wasting my time. And this went on and on and on until I realized, wait, I'm actually wasting my most valuable currency. I'm trading my most valuable currency for an endless empty feed of other people's highlight reels. And that's the thing, unless you were born into a very privileged family, then wasting time, unfortunately, is a privilege that you just don't have. So yeah, you need to get up and go do something meaningful, get off the phone, get off the social media, stop scrolling, and actually start living your life. And for those of you who are thinking, but I need to scroll, I need to keep up with the news, what's going on with the world, or maybe you're a creator and you think, but I need to scroll to actually get some inspo. And you have all these reasons and things that you tell yourself as to why you need to scroll, when actually it's all BS. Like, trust me when I say this, it's actually all BS. The real reason why you're actually scrolling is because your brain needs a low effort dopamine hit. That's literally the real reason. Like, let's be for real, social media isn't the only place where you can go and get some inspo, find information, or whatever it is that you're making up as the excuse. I'm pretty sure social media isn't the only place where you can get that thing. And I know social media and like TikTok and stuff have become the new search engine, but I'm telling you, by using TikTok and any sort of short form platform, you're literally giving yourself the opportunity to be distracted. How many times have you gone onto like TikTok to search for a specific thing, and then what ends up happening is you either forgot why you went on TikTok in the first place and you end up scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, or you remember you find that thing, but once you find it, you don't leave the app, you stay. And then once again, you just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it's so easy for it to happen as well. Like sometimes you don't think about it, like it just happens and then boom, you're in that loop again of just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it's not a surprise because these apps are literally designed to capture your attention and to keep it. And they're very good at doing it. So the next time you're looking for some information or for some inspo, trust me, there's 1,000 other better alternatives. Like Google is still there. Like if you need to do research, if you need to find anything, you can still use Google or even AI. But yeah, you get the point. Like there's just so many alternatives. So you kind of have no excuse to go on TikTok. And by the way, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that it's easy and just don't scroll, blah, 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 blah. Like I know how hard it can be. However, you can actually make it easier on yourself if you put in place specific systems that will make sure that you reduce your screen time. And don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm actually going to show you the most effective way in which I have done it. Now, I like to divide it into 3 levels, and I know this works because it's worked very, very well for me. So it's literally tried and tested. But yeah, for level 1, and this is for like people who don't necessarily feel like doom scrolling has this really, really strong grip on them, and they still feel like they're able to resist the urge. But yeah, level 1, literally just put your phone away from you. Put it in like a cupboard or a drawer, wherever you have, just put it away and focus on doing your work. The reason why you end up scrolling and you get distracted is because it's so easily accessible. Like you can very easily just grab your phone and then start scrolling. Like it's always like an arm's length away. So it's very easy to just reach for your phone and then go on TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is. But if you put your phone away in like a cupboard or like a shelf, anything, you make it more of a hassle to actually go and scroll on your phone. And that's what it's all about, like just making it more of a hassle. And then level 2 is actually logging out of the app and also making sure that you turn off the autofill password feature thing for your TikTok or your Instagram or whatever app it is that you scroll on. Because then once again, you're making it more of a hassle, like you're adding a barrier, which is now that in order for you to scroll, you now have to type in your username, type in your password, and then you'll be able to log in. And obviously, if you're like me, you probably don't necessarily know your password like that, so you might go and sort of look like it's just longer. And that's what you want. You want the whole process of you going from focused to doom scrolling to be a longer process. And then lastly, we have level 3, and that's for if you feel like doom scrolling has like a really strong pull on you, like you find yourself just doom scrolling all the time and you want to stop but you can't. Then I would say just delete the app, whatever app it is, just delete it from your phone and make sure that you delete it for like a set period of time. For example, in the beginning, I would recommend just delete it for like a week and see if you can actually do it. Like literally just commit to yourself and think, do you know what, for the next 7 days, I'm going to delete this app and I'm not going to re-download it. And if you get the urge to re-download it, just think to yourself, is this the kind of person that I want to be? And if it is, then go ahead and re-download it. But if it's not and you actually want to improve your circumstances, you want to improve your life, then I would say rethink that decision. But yeah, if you feel like you're in a position where you're running out of time and it all feels like too much, I guarantee you're probably not running out of time. Like you've probably got a lot more time than you think. Like I remember I started thinking I was running out of time from the age of 19, but looking back now, I'm like, I was 19, I was young. What the hell was I talking about running out of time? But don't get me wrong though, that doesn't mean that, you've got more time so you should now waste it and stuff like that, or you should just relax. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if you're feeling anxious about it, put your mind to rest a little bit and don't think about it too much so that you can actually focus on what you're doing now to improve your life. But yeah guys, if you've watched the video up until this point, then thank you very much, and I actually hope that you found some value in this video. If you did, then you already know what to do. Hit that like, comment and subscribe.